and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sideline. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Derek White and the Boston Celtics. Then on Friday, they'll face off against Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors.
And for the matchup with the Sixers, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. Should be a fun. One.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The rim projectors standing tall for them. Mobley and Allen. Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. And it's Harden in a point. And for the Pistons, Duran out there with the Sar Thompson. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Nixon in at the 3 spot. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with, but we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your tool.
Oh, shit.
Evan Mobley.
I don't look at my fingers. Turn on the balls off.
With the rebound. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Strus passes to Allen. Here's Mitchell. The shot from the low post is good. Mitchell's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Cavs. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff.
Oh,
we discussed Evan Mobley and how we wanted to
right.
defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T.
All right, please, my fault. Let me do something, please. Put a circle.
Connected him.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Count it good.
Well, you like to see Jared Allen play to his strength. Just terrific at cashing in on the interior.
Well, one thing the fans have come to expect from Jared Allen, Doris, some acrobatic finishes.
What's amazing, Kevin, is you might be looking at the rim, and there is no Jared Allen in your vicinity. And
No, you checked on the pro play. You turn all them hoes off. No, go back up. Where it says shot time and layup. It's the first one. Yeah. Turn all them hoes off. Even the free throw. Yeah.
And a second later, he's flying by and finishing.
All right, but we down. We got locked in.
Great instincts. Well, this guy has got tremendous length and
Hey, this shit,
Jared Allen makes it easy.
This shit.
Duran slams it in.
When you can get off
Yeah,
the
now I'm
floor
not
like
supposed to
that,
lose no more,
that
guys. You're
wipes
supposed to
away
lose that one
any
you
height
know.
advantage.
Now, here is Harden. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing.
Locking that shit up. Just
Some
park my
nice
blood
passing
up.
by Cleveland here. Wound up there for Allen.
Oh, yes. This is really good.
Cunningham against Harden. Nixon gets the bucket. Nixon's got his second basket of the game.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in.
Show up.
With that pinpoint pass.
Mobley outside.
Give me that shit. Yeah, that's my team. I mean, bro, I see my Instagram. Hey, yo, that was the first nigga to say that shit too last year.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by
Yeah,
one.
yo.
And here's Strus for three. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
The moment that three
Get
went
back
in
into
on
the
the other
bars,
end,
bro.
Strus is saying, get
They gave you at least 3.
what an answer.
One of the standout performers recently. We have a chance
Man, I was
now to
into them hoes.
recognize the Eastern
I was
Conference.
into them hoes, and then I had ordered some for TikTok shop, and they never sent my shit. I gave up after that. Yeah. I'm sick as fuck. I still got my binder though. Yeah, hold on, baby. See, I gotta get back to it. Hold on, I'm talking all my damn blunt. My bad. When I was growing up, I had all the Pokemon cards. I had a binder full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. The shit, hey, that shit ain't cheap though. I don't blame them. All right, chat. We can lock in, chat. All right, let's do it.
And having a small forward on the wing of his caliber just opens up so many things for your team. A lot of attention is paid to him, and with the stretch he's had, even more will be coming his way.
And Cleveland making a change here. Tyson's checked in.
Well, we know Donovan Mitchell is absolutely prolific from three.
And so the...
Who you want to guard? Donovan Mitchell or all right, cool. I'm gonna guard James. Yup. That shit still don't be working though. No, it worked in the second half tonight though, cause he only had 21. He should have had 30.
Timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Pistons trailed by 5. To the paint, stolen by Mitchell.
I mean, he could just pop on his
Shoots over Duran. Takes a big
he
high
was-
pounce and goes in.
Come on.
Mitchell's got 7.
See, what a good feel for what the defense is conceding. Donovan Mitchell very willing to get to that mid-range jumper.
And we've got our 2K insider,
Yeah, my fault, y'all,
Shams
so I ain't even
Charania
do that.
on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Kate Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken
Telling you.
Thanks a
All
lot,
right, this nigga want to hoop
Shams.
tonight. Fuck that. I
Wade
got
checked
smoke.
in for Cleveland.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Here's Nixon. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Cavaliers leading by 10. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter.
This nigga
Basket
hooping.
counts.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Tyson. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Mitchell understanding that length and athleticism serves
Are we
him
getting
well on the
embarrassed in our own
defensive
court
end.
right now?
Nicely done.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff.
That's it. We just need one shot to
He's
fall.
gonna
That's
make
it.
some adjustments to the game plan.
checking out numbers for Donovan Mitchell. Great
Hey,
showing.
hey, freestyle. Wait, make sure your mic on so the stream can hear you.
For him last season, checking in at about 24 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds.
And
it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this
Just
guy
valuable
valuable
for
for that second
unit.
unit.
Pass out to you, shoot.
Here's Nixon. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Connects from three-point range. 6 points for him.
And allowing this to go no further. He stops a 15-0 run. By Cleveland.
Mobley outside. Mobley a screen on Cunningham. And that
This
one's
nigga here,
good.
bro.
Mitchell.
Yeah, great outside
God,
shooting, really fueling this run.
Pistons trail by 14. Thompson outside. Pass to Nixon. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Harden with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Harden kicks to Mitchell. Here's Mobley. And slams it down right on top of Jalen Duren.
Oh, stop showing off, Evan Mobley. Go get it.
The Pistons have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Mitchell after the basket by Detroit. No good on the 3. Latrey. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make. Here's Harden. Still scoreless. Cavaliers making a switch here.
Cleveland substitution.
8 seconds left in the first. Mitchell wide open. And another miss by Cleveland. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing up. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
We've got Thompson. He's out there with Jalen Duren. And it's Nixon in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Now we'll hear from Alan LaForce.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Fires the 3. And it's Nixon with the rebound. Pistons trail by 7. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Strus is checked in. Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the pond. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble for players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Cleveland. At one point, they led by 16. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but to give them credit, they turned the stakes
when you play,
points.
keep your finger off your trigger. Don't use R2
Give this team
save
some
your energy.
credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Allen, that's good.
Allen's
Allen's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. Second, the Cavaliers.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there. And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
James Harden, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
A moment to check out Cade Cunningham here. He's coming off an excellent season. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace. He was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come.
This
is James Harden deep in his bag. Off the dribble drive. Put that defender in the rear view, James.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Pick and roll play is a specialty of James Harden. And if he's got the ball in his hands and there's a pass to be made, I promise he'll deliver it.
Oh, shit.
Here's Nixon. That one a to the right, but drops in for him. Nixon's got 13 points in just this quarter. Harden bounce pass. It's Allen on the wing. Defended by Duran. Pulls from the top of the key. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 4 rebounds in this game. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 12.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep, but he has to close out a little stronger on him.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Merrill. Good. It's Harden with the assist.
I got mine. Don't leave him. I got mine.
Harden's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Harden the pass to Strus. He gets it in there. Strus has got his second basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working inside and getting good shots from close range.
To the middle. Inside. Here's Tyson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now a 6-point Cleveland lead. Detroit's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Celtics. To the inside. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense
you bring the ball in the court.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Cleveland leading by 8. Here's Merrill. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shoots the 3. No good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Merrill with the ball. Duran's on him. Here's Harden. Pocket 6. Merrill. Here's Tyson. Wow.
No, ain't no
Close to a 4-point play. Led to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mobley comes in for Max Strus. And it's Mitchell in for Sam Merrill.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
So for the Pistons, Stewart's checked in for Duran. Harris comes in for Thompson. And it's Jenkins in for Cunningham. Jenkins the pass to Nixon. Stolen by Mitchell. And here we go. Harden has a wide open look.
But he fucked me this here.
Mitchell's got his 5th assist in this one. Back to Stewart. Pass to Nixon. Shot to stop the run. That shot misses.
No matter what looks they get.
We had this bitch at 1, and he niggas took off
And I
again.
think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And so it's Cleveland, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action.
Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been...
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Detroit Pistons. And that's all for us.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Pistons trail by 14. Greg, last season, the Cavaliers with 64 wins. That's the 3rd most in franchise history.
But crushing disappointment, then losing in the second round. They knew they'd be criticized and acknowledged they need to be tougher mentally.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. And it's Harden in at the 1. Mobley kicks to Strus. Down low. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
It's not easy to guard a long player like Jarrett Allen. So easy for him to get into a shooting motion.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. They're singing to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. Well, before games, Jarrett Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. Kevin, back to you.
All about that connection. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
And Mobley throws it down.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. So for the Pistons, Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Harris. And it's Cunningham in for Jenkins. Nixon gets the bucket. Nixon's got 4 points this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. 5th, Evan Mobley.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
That's tipped.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And there's another turnover by the Cavaliers. Pistons trail by 16. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Nixon gets the bucket.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
There's the pick. Harden up top. He's got 5. Over in the corner, Allen. 6 to shoot. Back to Mobley. Harden way outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Detroit's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21, last season his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Nixon. And so Harden will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They led by as many as 18 points. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Nixon. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's Mitchell with the tray.
And they just refuse to go away and really have slowly worked themselves back into the game.
And it's Nixon missing. Cleveland leading by 10. Strus passes to Allen. Mobley outside. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound, Detroit.
And you don't want to give up that too often.
Nailed from three-point land.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Cavaliers making a switch here. Tyson's checked in. And there's 1:45 left to play in the third. To the paint. Harden kicks to Mitchell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jalen Duren.
There's a physicality and a frame that Donovan Mitchell possesses that allows him to get himself to the free throw line.
And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Tyson. Mobley outside. From deep, Harden. Rebound by the Pistons. Duren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. For 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Mitchell passes to Allen. Green by Allen. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Thompson passes to Nixon. And that one is stuffed right through.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Tyson. Mitchell outside. Mitchell.
No, you gotta go to mine.
Duren pulls it in. Pistons trail by 4.
Call me.
This will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Here's Nixon. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Cavaliers lead by 4. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Cunningham. Thompson is out there with Jalen Duren. And it's Nixon in at the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Hey, Doris, were you surprised by the success the Cavaliers had last season?
Well, Kev, I certainly expected them to be a terrific basketball team, but that win total was completely striking. But that's the unforgiving part of the business, right? Regular season success doesn't necessarily always translate.
Impeccable
I beat the refs got against me.
Greg, the Pistons had some decisions to make this summer, with some of their veterans hitting free agency.
And with Cade Cunningham making All-NBA and earning that raise, a tighter squeeze financially, not easy to keep a high-performing team together.
To the middle, Wade, and Wade slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. Long range from the inbound. Got that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Nixon.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, well during that last break I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team, and coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, you implored, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
And thus far they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively. I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that number.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Here's Nixon. And the three off target. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Pass to Harden. This one for 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Turing's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Nixon. Good. Nothing but net. Nixon's got 9 points in the quarter.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Harden can't hit.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
From past the arc. And it's Nixon missing.
Just enough coverage to bother.
That's foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Allen outside. Mitchell outside. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 doesn't go.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now. I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. James Harden, he's checked in for Cleveland. The Cavaliers leading by 4.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his
See, bro, I told you, Rip got something against him, bro. Rip got something against him in our own arena.
From deep. That does not go. Detroit's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Second personal foul.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, in these situations, this is who they want at the charity stripe.
Harden fires. And he does not hit.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one drops. He ties it up.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Mobley.
Change
the momentum here. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Got it!
Lock it.
They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Mitchell outside. Top Mobley puts it up from 15.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboard.
Oh, pull that bitch, man.
Cunningham against Mitchell. And there's the
shit, nigga. Fuck that stamina, nigga. Super ball, nigga.
He's a big part.
Super ball, nigga. Fuck that stamina,
Right
nigga.
now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Harden. And get
You
the
didn't see
three.
this one good.
If you're trying to make a comeback, that is the kind of shot that doesn't help.
Here's Nixon. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Go to the free throw line there.
40 seconds left to play.
Yeah, super ball, nigga.
Relentless in their approach.
Yeah, super
With the
big.
game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Here's Nixon. It's stolen by Allen.
Oh, wow.
So the Pistons take the win. Some good moments throughout this one.
But that's a good ass game. We came all the way back. This shit had to lock in.
Executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away.
Yeah, right there.
And that about wraps it up. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.
Three, 7, 4, 2 steals, 3 blocks. I get my turnovers down. We both do. I shot terrible from the fucking 3, but I made all my free throws though.
So be it, so be it.
This is culturally inappropriate.
So be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it, so be it.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at Orlando. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for the Pistons, they've taken a bit of a dive. Still in the top 10, but I'll tell you, the power rankings don't miss much. Any let up and you lose ground.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point. And for the Pistons, we've got Asar Thompson. He's out there with Jalen Duren. And it's Cunningham in at point guard. There's always going to be player movement in the offseason. I have to imagine some of those guys are still meshing with their new team, Grant.
Well, it depends on the player, B.A. With young guys, it can take more time to adapt. But for the veterans, they know what their game is about by this point. The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Now here's Suggs. Back to Banchero. This one for 3. The rebound by Nixon. There's the triple. Orlando with the rebound. This is their first game against Detroit this season.
Winning the season series last year in a battle of middle-of-the-pack teams.
Yeah, they were able to make the plays to come out on top, but it really could have gone either way, and you could say the same for tonight's game.
Off the inbound pass, and Bane lays it in.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bane can still do damage inside.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. B.A.?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Duren controls the rebound and the putback.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Outside Bane. Wagner for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. And here are the Magic now. On the wing, Suggs. He's watched by Cunningham. Basket counts.
That's the thing about Suggs, a footballer in high school. He gives you physicality in the backcourt.
Another 3 for Detroit.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively. And they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Black's checked in for Suggs. Now here's Wagner. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. Down low. And Carter gets it to go on the assist by Wagner.
This is where Carter Jr. is most comfortable, in my opinion. Feels like he can score at will from there.
Duren with a screen on Wagner. Nixon, good. Nixon's got 7.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Over to the left wing.
Hold on, Chris.
Hold on. Hold on, bro. I'm almost done too. Here I come. And get my son together. All right, you ready? You ready?
Black outside. Wagner with a screen on Cunningham. Black, no good. The Pistons lead by 3. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 from deep. The 3 from Bain. The rebound by Detroit. Here's Nixon coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Counted. 9 points in the game.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Wagner looking it over. The 3 from Banchero. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Nixon. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Duran. Thompson with it. Wagner picks him up. Here's Nixon. 4-3. The rebound by Carter.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Black. Banchero outside. Tipped.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be...
Power is home.
Oh, wow. Wow. That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Thompson with a steal. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
From deep, Bain. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got his 4th rebound in this one.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's all due to their ability to own the... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pistons.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Thompson out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Kate Cunningham, and it's Nixon in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. To the wing, right side. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
The ability to pass like that will be a must as Banchero's career goes on.
Detroit leading by 7. Well, Clark, when we watch Paolo Banchero play, you can forget he's 6'10".
And he's a locomotive. I mean, he's probably 255 pounds, and all of it is cable wire. I mean, that's why he went first overall. That combination of skill, ball handling, dexterity, agility, and force. He's 25 points a game and also 5 assists. At his size, you don't see that kind of production. He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Nails it from beyond the arc. 13 points in the game.
They are heating up, percolating here in the second quarter, letting it fly from distance.
Suggs is checked in for Orlando. Magic trail by 13. Pass to De Silva. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Back over to you, Brian.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. Clock is at 3. De Silva, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start.
Oh my! Throw it down!
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played, and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Takes the 3, nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from...
So now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So for the Magic, Franz Wagner checked in for De Silva, and it's Bain in for Black. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Batase finds Wagner. Suggs outside. Back to Wagner to halt the run. And they recover it. And stolen by Stewart. Here's Nixon. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Nixon's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Wagner gets it to go. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton.
That's a flop. Well, they gave him again.
Perhaps not as sought after as before, with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. Trailing by 17. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. That'll put them right in the middle of a 5-game road trip.
Yeah, they've got a lot of terrain to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do just that.
Nixon, good.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Batase, a screen on Thompson. Carroll against Thompson. Pass to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. And another 3 for Orlando.
That's his second triple this quarter after hitting one earlier. This is how you space the floor.
Offensive rebound. The 3-ball. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Oh, 5 threes this half. The D can't contain this guy.
Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Nixon, no good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Kicks it out to Bain for 3. The rebound by Nixon. Nixon's got rebound number 8 now. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic trail by 16. Suggs outside. The three. Pass to Bataze. Over Thompson. Thompson with some nice D.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
The three from Banchero. No good that time. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Pistons on top, up by 16. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
I gotta get some more of my goddamn shots, dude.
Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot of them. But I'll go with either Bird or Jordan, because trash talk is only good if you can back it up.
I really can't say because nobody talked trash to me. They were too afraid of the consequences.
Okay, now that's a lie, because I talk trash to you all the time, and I haven't seen any consequences.
Just wait till the next break, buddy boy. Been saving up.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Detroit Pistons.
They're breaking at every...
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. On the court for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the 5. And that one's good. Nixon's got 24 points.
You know, you just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
Yeah, they want to get the half off to a quick start, and they know who to go to.
Carter, the pass to Suggs. Fires from the wing. The rebound by Detroit. Nixon's got rebound number 11. Wagner with a steal. And they're on the break. Here's Suggs. Off target from the baseline. Detroit leading by 18. And the 8th overall pick in 2021. Grant, what surprises you about Franz Wagner?
I don't think we knew he'd be this lethal off the dribble. His perimeter shooting has really been the lone hiccup. But once he locks that in, watch out. They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Here's Nixon. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, in most games, he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Wagner for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Wagner's got 14 points.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Here's Nixon.
Oh, shit, I missed. Oh, my God.
Suggs has got 5 rebounds in the game. Bain, the pass to Suggs. Banchero against Thompson. Thompson with a steal. Pass to Nixon. Detroit moving the ball around. And it's off from 3-point range.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
The 3 from Suggs. The rebound by Detroit. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Nixon. From behind the arc. He drops it from range. Nixon's got 5 points in the quarter.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
First and blocks. And they caused a lot of headaches with their on-ball defense. They cracked the top 10 in team steals. More than a few games changed because of their aggressive D.
And they wanted to make an impact on the defensive end and accomplish that goal. First in the league in blocks. A defensive powerhouse. Here's Nixon. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Franz Wagner.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First one falls for him. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Maybe Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Brian, back over to you.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. Well, when you need a bucket late in games, Franz Wagner seems to be your guy, Clark.
Yeah, he's made a name for himself as a fourth-quarter producer. I mean, time and time again, Wagner has made a big play at both ends of the floor to help his team late, and that's how you become a clutch performer.
And the Magic making a change here. Black's checked in, and both free throws good for Wagner. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, B.A., making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too. So they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status. Phenomenal positioning on the glass. Carter Jr. putting on his hard hat right there, not afraid to get those hands dirty.
The rebound by Carter.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
And Carroll passes to Black. And here's Bain. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. Bain's got 7.
Yeah, we've seen Bain make a leap offensively because of his ability to bury shots like this.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Wagner, and score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Pass to Ben Carroll. Outside Bain from outside the arc. The rebound by Nixon. Nixon's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Puts it up from 15. The rebound by Carter. Magic trail by 14. Bain with it. Picked up by Cunningham. 2 points. That one goes. Wagner's got 11 points in the quarter.
Really like how Wagner has really gone after it on offense. That's part of why he's hot right now.
Launches a 3. Drops in the 3. And the Pistons lead by 15.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Black outside. Pass to Carter. To the paint. Here's Ben Carroll. The rebound by Detroit. Nixon's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Ben Carroll. Ben Carroll's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Bain. To the middle. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
No margin for error that time. Big-time slam from big man Carter Jr.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Wagner outside. And so it's Detroit liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Isaiah Stewart, Asar Thompson out there with Cade Cunningham, and it's Nixon in at the 3. That's the group for Detroit right now. From deep, Bain. Thompson pulls it in.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Here's Nixon. And a miss there on the triple. Magic trail by 17. Pushing it up now. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Absolutely flying. Look at Suggs using those hops to jam it home.
To the inside. Here's Nixon. Misses the
Oh,
three.
this shit is crazy.
The Magic shooting the ball at 43% from the field. And Suggs, here we go. That one doesn't drop.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Three-pointer. Gets the three ball to go. Nixon's got 37.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside Bain. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth.
If he were just a touch more efficient tonight, I think the score would look a lot different.
Thompson, a screen on Bain. It's rebounded by Batase. Magic trail by 18. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
The three from Suggs. The rebound by Nixon.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
On the wing, Thompson. Jacks up a three. And the Pistons, another three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And cleared for takeoff, Mr. Bain rising.
Thompson, a screen on Bain. Over to the wing. Offline with a three. Orlando has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Suggs, no good. Detroit leading by 19. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Thompson, a screen on Bain. Knocks down the long J. 27 points for him.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Batase. Paolo Banchero comes in for De Silva. And Franz Wagner's subbed in for Black. Here's Wagner. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Fires the three. Wagner with a rebound. Magic trail by 18. Suggs. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Tobias Harris comes in for Thompson. Jenkins comes in for Kate Cunningham. He launches, sinks it from distance.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Hey, no good. Detroit leading by 19. Here's Nixon. Over Wagner. And so the ball out of bounds. Duren takes the blast.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Pistons.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
Well, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Kane comes in for Carter. De Silva, bucket, straight in. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Nixon, good. Nixon's got 43 points.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Inside. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down. And it's Detroit with the ball. 22 was their biggest lead. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Good.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.
Did way better with turnovers this game. We gotta shoot way better from the three. Yeah, hit me up. All right, baby, hit me up. All right.